Hi, I'm Amanda with Lemon Poppy Shop, and today I'd like to give you some tips on making your own 4th of July mini book. To make my mini book, I used the new Starlight Pink Paisley line. I used the alphabet stickers, the element stickers. I used the small pattern paper pack, which came with 6 pieces of paper. The square pieces are double-sided, so basically you end up with 11 different patterns of paper, so you can really do a lot with just such a small amount of paper. I also used the American Crafts This to That adhesive, which is a very strong adhesive, and we also sell the refills on our website, lemonpoppyshop.com, and they're a really good value and they adhere really well. I also used the American Crafts Slick Writer to outline my stickers, and then I used the Buttons Galore Patriot buttons, the elementary buttons, and then the Amore Fiesta felt. And then to put everything together, I used the Jenny Bolin 4-inch chipboard mini book with the star cut out. Okay, I'm going to go through a few of the things that I did when I made my mini book. First off, I covered the front with the light blue star paper, and then I just added quite a few of the embellishment stickers. I added the stars, the scallop border, and then the ticket in the corner. And when I adhered the ticket, I just left part of it hanging off the edge, and then I just flipped the cover over and then trimmed off the edge with an X-Acto knife. And then I went back and I outlined everything with a black pen because I felt like it didn't really stand out very much, especially the yellow on the blue. So I outlined it all with that American Crafts Slick Writer pen. And you'll notice that I also added a little bit of writing right on the sticker. And that's one good thing about the American Crafts Slick Writer pens. They write on a slick surface and they don't rub off. They dry really fast, so you don't have to worry about accidentally rubbing part of it off and getting a black mark on your page. I also added a little bit of my own handwriting just to kind of fill in space and to kind of give it a more personal touch. One trick that I have on the Freedom, I kind of made it a little bit wavy, and I just took a pencil and drew a wavy line, and then I wrote Freedom with a pencil along the line, and then I went back with the pen and then just erased the pencil. So remember that if you ever want to do like some journaling in a circle, or like if you want a wavy line going all the way across the page, you can always use a pencil and then just go back and erase. For the inside of the book, the back of the cover I covered with the yellow star paper. Same goes for this page 1, and then I added a strip of the red star paper on the outside edges. Now I left these pages really empty because I wanted a lot of room for the pictures because the book is so small. This book would be really great for wallet-sized pictures. You could put a vertical one over here and a horizontal one over here, and they would fit great and still leave a little bit of room for journaling. For the next pages, I used the background that actually comes in the book, which is the lined paper. It's a pretty thick paper, and once you cover one side of the paper, like I covered the back of this one, it ends up being really thick and sturdy, so you don't have to worry about it tearing at the holes or anything like that. This page, I'm going to probably do a photo over here and then journaling over here, and because it's lined, it'll make it really easy to add my journaling. I won't have to worry about going in and making pencil lines or trying to write in a straight line. But if you don't want to add journaling, the ledger paper is really cute just as a background. So remember that when you're working on your pages. For the next pages, just like the other ones, I kept it really simple. I didn't really do anything at all on this page, just covered it with the star paper, and then just added a border strip on this side. I did cut about a half of an inch off of the edge here, just so that you can see the red border on this side, and then when you're on this page you can see the star border. And that's a really inexpensive way to add a border. I mean, you don't have to use any more paper, and so you're conserving your paper for, you know, other projects or another page. The next pages I left just completely for journaling. The idea for this book is for me to set it out every year just on my coffee table or whatever. And so I wanted to kind of list all the 4th of July traditions that my family has. I know most people pretty much do the same thing every year. You know, go to the parade and the fireworks and have a barbecue. And so I thought it would be fun to list out those traditions. And so, you know, someday, you know, 5 years down the road, we can look through these with our kids and they can remember all the traditions that we had. So, next pages are really plain and simple, just the same, so we have plenty of room for photos. I did add the parade along the side, and one trick I have when adding these letter stickers, because you're in a limited space, is to kind of, rather than making them all go along the bottom, I kind of went up and down and then up and down. And so that allowed me to really scrunch those letters together, but it's still, you know, legible. So that's a good trick to remember when you have a limited amount of space. Same goes for this page. I just kept the embellishments along the outside edges to leave plenty of room for the photos. And the exact same thing for this. I added the fireworks on the bottom, and that's one fun thing to do, is try and either add a piece of paper or a word or whatever going across both pages, because it helps connect the two pages together and make them look like a cohesive group. And then the last pages I covered in the star paper the same as the inside cover of the front of the book, so that it would kind of all go together, end and start the same. And then I just added a little subtitle on the last page. And the back of the book I just covered in the light blue star paper so that it matches the front. For detailed instructions on how to make this project, check our website at www.liveandpoppyshop.com. And thanks for stopping by.